everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do an acrylic color full set. I am going to be talking over my steps and letting you guys know what I'm doing as I'm working. If you guys have any questions, just leave them down below. I hope you guys enjoy my video. So in this part of the video, you're going to see me gluing down her tips. I didn't show you guys any nail prep for this video. Since I am working on my silicone hand, I just went straight into the gluing today. I'm going to be making sure that the tips fit from side to side before I'm gluing them down. You want to make sure that your tips are not too small because they will create some cracking on your client once they start growing out. So you want to make sure that they're side to side. If they're a little bit too big, that's okay. You can just file to even them out to their natural now. I'm going to be using these big scissors to cut them down because I don't have my nail clippers today. That's what I usually use to cut and to measure. But since I didn't have that, I'm going to be using this nail glue to make sure that the length is consistent throughout the 4 fingers. Measuring out the tips before you start shaping is pretty important. So you always want to make sure that you don't skip that part so your nail tips are even throughout the whole set. This is going to be a coffin shape, so you're going to go ahead and see how I shape the nails, and I would consider this length to be long. You always want to make sure that you're angling your file a little bit to be slanted. You never want to go straight in because you can cut your client. Sometimes the files are really coarse and the edges are super sharp. So if they are a little bit too sharp, you just want to go ahead and file the edges of your file against another file to dull it out a little bit, and you should be fine without worrying about cutting your client. But just in case, you always want to be cautious and not get too close to the skin, or let your client know if you are too close to let you know so that way you don't hurt them. Okay, so now that I'm finishing up her shape, I'm just going to go ahead with my brush and dust off her fingers and her nails from all the dust left behind. You want to make sure that her nail beds are nice and clean before you start your acrylic application. Right here, I'm going to be using Valentino Beauty Pure products. So you'll go ahead and see me use 111, which was the yellow, and then the pink color is 168. They're both from Valentino. I really like their consistency. So if you guys haven't tried them, I'll go ahead and leave a link below so you guys can go ahead and check out their website. I'm going to be doing a design. So the gold flakes I will be using for my design, which are from Young Nails. This iridescent glitter that I'm using is also from Young Nails. I'm going to go ahead and leave the link down below. I'm also using these tweezers for the gold flakes just in case I need it to place them. My acrylic brush, of course, my dampen dish, and then you guys can check out their website for their acrylic system as well. I'm going to be using their acrylic liquid. This is the way that I pour my liquid into my dampen dish. You just want to go ahead and press your acrylic brush against the top of it as you pour it in. That will help you from getting liquid all over the place and running down your bottle. I'm going to be doing a marble design with my acrylic colors today. So you'll see me dip from one color to the other just to get a nice little blend going on. If you have a really wet brush, then your colors will blend a little bit more together. As they come together, you'll see that they're creating orange. which is perfectly fine for me. The colors match, so as long as they match, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and dab it down. You want to make sure that your product is not too runny. That would be just to not create a big mess and keep the acrylic on the nail. You want to make sure that you don't get the acrylic color on your client's skin because it could stain it, and it's just not going to be a good look for your end result. You just want to go ahead and blend in the two colors and add more of each as you're working to get the look that you're going for. I really like this technique for marbling. It's not too difficult. It does take a little bit of practice, but it's easy to get it down as long as you have the right consistency with your liquid and powder. You should be fine. I'm going to be adding some gold flakes in the glitter soon, so you guys will go ahead and see me do that. So my design is pretty much almost done, and I'm gonna go ahead and encapsulate it so that when I'm filing I don't buff off any of the design. I will be using Speed Clear Young Now's acrylic powder to go ahead and lay a thin layer of the acrylic onto my design. You don't need this layer of acrylic to be too thick. It's just a thin layer to keep you from buffing off any of your design. I'm going to be switching up the design on the ring and the middle finger. So I'm going to be doing an ombre with the pink 168, and then to blend over it, I'm going to be using Valentino's Cover Powder Glamorous Nude. When I'm working with an acrylic ombre, I like to go ahead and place the first bead on the middle of the nail and work my way down. Once that part is done, I will pick up a wetter bead to lay right on top of that and blend in with the natural nail without creating any harsh lines. Now I'm going to go in with my second color and place it right on top of where my pink ends and softly blend it in. Once my ombre design is all finished, I'm also going to go ahead and top it off with the clear layer of acrylic so that way I don't buff off any of the colors when I'm filing. I will be recreating the look of the pinky on this index finger. It won't be exactly the same, but I will get it to look very similar to it, and I will still use the glitter and gold flakes in it. Once my acrylic has dried, I'm going to go ahead and start filing. The grit that I'm using is a coarse file 8080 grit. I want to make sure that my sidewalls are nice and straight, the free edge is nice and straight, and my shape is consistently even throughout the whole set. Here is where you want to go ahead and make sure that there aren't any imperfections. Now that I checked over my shape and made sure that all my nails are nice and even, I'm going to go ahead and go in with my e-file. You want to make sure that you're not being too rough with your e-file, so you want to gently go ahead and work around your cuticle area and seal that part in. Make sure it's nice and flush to their natural nail. I will be buffing all the nails for a nice smooth finish. Now I want to remove all the dust with my nail brush, and I'm going to go ahead and go in with alcohol to wipe down the nails from all dust left behind. And since I am using my mannequin hand, I'm going to go ahead and cleanse all her fingers as well. Now that the hand is nice and clean, I'm going to go ahead and top coat. The top coat that I'm using in this video is the Praise Non-Wipe Gel Top Coat. I will be doing a thin layer of the gel top coat over the top for shine, and once I'm done with the top coat, the look would be complete. Now we would usually just put some cuticle oil around your client's cuticle area and be ready for her picture. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried my best to describe my steps. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. And if you guys have any requests on other videos or designs, please leave them down below as well. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys.